evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. Tonight we have Terri Fairburn, the above average medium, back with us. Welcome back, Terri.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I love having you back. Even my husband loves when you're on, and he doesn't even watch more than about 5 seconds. He just thinks you're fabulous.
I'm just a lovable creature most days. I have my moments. But, actually having a moment tonight, folks, as you can see, I popped in to talk to Eileen a little bit earlier because I sat down to prepare myself, and my dining room light has blown, and I don't really have another desk anywhere where I can set up. So this is about as good as it's gonna get. So please forgive me. And if it gets too dark and too bad and I can't see a card in front of me, then I'll bid you all adieu. But otherwise, we'll just soldier on. Okay. So please forgive me.
Oh, that's totally okay. Look, we can see you.
That's true, and that's a good thing. I've left my big screen on, so hopefully that's providing enough light to keep us going.
That is all good.
Yeah, setting the mood. I don't know what mood it's setting, but it's setting a mood. And I've got dead people with me already because I'm pumping heat here. I hate to, we haven't even done an intro, really. I'm sorry, darling. Back to you. You do your thing that you need to do. Oh, no, she's happy for you. I was just saying before.
Hang on, I can recline this.
Sorry? I've just taken
my chair. Yeah, that's right. So tell us a little bit, for those who are new, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and
okay.
Why you're so awesome.
I've been doing this. Oh, thanks, love. I've been doing this stuff like professionally for about 10 years now. I spent 30 years in the military. Some might think that a little odd, but obviously the universe told me that I had some things to work out, which I did. And this isn't something that can use there, but I've always known that I can read people and read energy around people. So that has always stood me in good stead. But my great-grandmother was a medium and, spent the last 10 years of her life at the Enmore Spiritualist Church, looking after everyone there. My grandmother, I think, has it too, as does my mother, but they are deniers of it. Even though my mother says, I can never sleep. I'm so tired. I can never sleep. I said, because that's the dead people at you all the time. They want to talk, and that's what they do. They keep you awake, and that's exactly what we were talking about just a little bit before. It's a little bit crazy for me. Other people like to hear one nice little message that comes through, and they're very calm, and it's like, such and such wants to talk to such and such. But if anyone's ever seen the movie Ghost, where Whoopi Goldberg discovers that she's not a fraud and she's sitting in the room and there's like 100 people standing around her in a circle waiting to jump in, that's what happens with me. So what we'll see is we'll get clusters and I'll get, so for instance, I was saying just before we got on, I've got an older lady with me, a grandmother, and she's had some sort of dementia. And she's really dead keen to, dead keen? Do you say that about dead people?
Absolutely. Anyway, they love it when you say that.
She's in the starting block. She was wanting to jump in really early. And in fact, she's got a good sense of humor because she's having a bit of a cackle at me now. And she's still here because I'm still getting this stuff around the head. So, excuse me. Sorry, I've got a bit of asthma happening. I think it's because of the, all the summertime bloody stuff that's just come back to us. So if I have to clear my chest, I'm terribly sorry. I'll do my best to mute myself. Can I mute myself? Yes, I can, if that has to happen. So other than that, yes, it's as I said, we get clusters. So I'll get one person and then I'll get, probably others feeling, that have got the same sort of link, like a grandmother or someone who's had the dementia or the same issue that will come through. So if you think it's someone relating to you, then jump on in and go for it. Let us know it's you. But I've got a couple of people here right now. As I said, the grandmother who had the dementia, there was also something wrong in the gut for her. I've got, I don't know whether it's a cancer or something, but it's really quite low. It might be intestinal, something intestinal. So does someone have a grandmother here who's passed from intestinal cancer? I've got someone really close to her also, and this may be her husband. And there's a distinct hearing issue for him. Not like, you're getting old and you're going a bit hard of hearing. This is like there is a really strong hearing issue. And sorry, I think that he was a bit of a smoker too. Sorry, my dog's barking in the back because an ambulance has just gone past on Victoria Road, and that's what happens in my place when ambulances go past anywhere. So does anyone here own that lovely lady with a great sense of humour and the husband who had the issues, the deafness issues? If you don't, that's fine. I'll just keep plugging away. But I really do think, Barbara Jane, I don't know you, and I don't know if I've seen your name before. Eileen might have. But I sort of think it's around you. To me, it feels like either you or Rebecca that this person's attached to. Can either of you ladies come back and let us know if it's attached to you? Because it's really quite strong. She's really quite strong, especially the woman. So pop on in and let us know. Otherwise, let's just see who else we've got here. I've got someone who passed in a vehicle accident. To me, it was a younger man. Tali, I don't know if this is around you. You're hoping your dad comes through. Your mum passed, Barbara, no cancer. Did she have issues in the gut or in the intestines? Did she have a twisted intestine or something like that? Because I've got some sharp pains down there. So Olivia, sorry, you've got a brother who passed or someone who passed in a car accident, because I've got someone around here with me as well. There's also I've also got someone. One of these three people is also a strong smoker. To me, it was one of the two. Oh, okay. There we've got. Okay, your mum passed with cancer. Rebecca, did she? Okay, and that's who I thought it was around earlier. Either you or the other. Oh, sorry, I've got this smoker here with me now as well. I thought it was you or Barbara, Rebecca. She was 96, not sure, Barbara, for you. Okay, it might not be yours, but I definitely feel like it's Rebecca's around. Your mum is who was the smoker attached to her? Was she a smoker? Because I've got some. Yes, she was the smoker. All right, Mum, can you take that away, please? Because it's kicking my butt. Excuse me a sec. I have the world's smallest glass. My sister bought it for me for a joke present for Christmas, and I love it because you can fit like 6 icebergs in there, so it's fabulous.
Yes,
Rebecca, smoker. Yes, you've got her. Look, she's got a great sense of humour. This lady, really lovely sense of humour, and I'm just going to say, sorry, Dexter. He's a nightmare. I'm just going to say that there's something about you that she's having a laugh about or has had a laugh about recently. Now, look, strangely, I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. It's partly the smoker and partly my chest. So what I see around you, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing rock climbing. Does this have anything to do with you? Because this could be another leap from someone who had cancer to someone who's got, yes, Dexter. Oh, okay, that's why Dexter's laughing. She loved dogs. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Because Dexter was then barking at nothing. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, all of which love the dead people, and they're always around. When I've got people here, one of the cats in particular will sit on the on the dining room table and eyeball people because she sees the spirit there. It's plain as day. So yeah, that's why he's barking. Good point. And yes, he is. Look, she's very sweet. Now, Rebecca, does the rock climbing have anything to do with you, or ascending? I'm seeing like, what's the ascending one called? When you're not rock climbing, but you're jumping off mountains.
Oh, abseiling?
Abseiling. I'm seeing a strong rock climbing or abseiling connection. Does this, please tell me if this means anything to you, especially with the Cancer link. Just Rebecca, because we're probably leaping here, please know that there's lots of love around you. Please know that she's also desperate for a cigarette. But that doesn't mean that you should be smoking. All right. So she's giving a warning here. But your clumsiness is something that she's having a good laugh at. Now, I'm sorry to the girl whose brother was in the car accident. I'm getting the same sense from him. Look, I'm getting really big bouquets of flowers from him. So there's a great deal of love he's showing. And it feels to me like this, not a car crash, but passed in a vehicle. That's interesting, because I do feel that there's something going on in his head. I don't know whether he had an aneurysm or whether this was something that was self-inflicted. But yes, look, there is an impact in there related to him, and we'll leave it at that. Yes, Rebecca, you are very clumsy. Okay, please know that when you do the falling down on your face, she has a good laugh at you. So, okay, you feel like you're ascending, Rebecca. Look, now that's interesting, because that's what they're showing me, and Dexter's obviously agreeing there with the barks in the background. This could well be related to this that I'm seeing, because sometimes they send cryptic stuff like that. Keep ascending, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what? I just feel compelled to flip a quick card for you. I'm only going to flip one, and let's see what's going on. Okay, this is beautiful. This is secrets and hidden things. Okay, the wonderful thing about this is about learning. So it's saying keep ascending, keep learning, because you'll find things as you go. So these are very strong messages from her. So keep on pushing, and let's leave her now so Dexter can move on, because he's doing my head in tonight. So now, who would you like to pick, Miss Eileen?
I like to pick going backwards. Maybe Georgina.
Pleasure, darling. Becca, Miss Corinne's saying I'd laugh at you too. So I don't know where you two are friends from, but there you go. Georgina, let's have a look, see what I can find. Look, I'm getting something around. Look, I'm still getting this thing in the head and around the eyes too, strangely. I don't know if, yeah, sorry, I need the fan, because when the dead people come in, I really get a lot of energy happening, which, means I'm schvetting or kvetching. So please ignore it. But I try and pick nice fans. Look, Georgina, I still feel that this is around you. I'm still getting this bad issue in the head. So can you come back and let us know if this is your mum? Because I'm getting huge sadness from her, and I'm also getting constriction around the throat, really bad constriction around the throat. Now, this can mean a couple of things. It means that there's things that they couldn't say or didn't say before they died, and sometimes it can be as simple as that this is some sort of cancer or some sort of issue in the throat. But as I'm talking to you, I'm also feeling stuff down in the ovaries. So I don't know if there was some lady cancer, some sort of ovarian cancer, or a cancer in the womb, but I'm feeling it very strongly down there. So, Georgina, please come back and let us know if this is her. There's a lot of issues I feel with her, and it might not have been one thing that actually took her. If it's not for you, then this is definitely someone's mother here. Look, I'm really feeling it very strongly in the head here, and very strongly still around the womble area. So pop back and let us know if this has anything to do with you. Mum and you were very close, and she passed away, never got to say goodbye. Okay, then that's what the closed throat means. And it's like and it's choked up. It's like, I'm aching because I couldn't get this, couldn't say anything. There was nothing I could say. Please know that, look, there's a great sadness around her, darling. So, it was like she can barely breathe with well, she can't breathe at all, but with the emotion of it all. So she's sorry. So sometimes it just pours out and I forget what I'm saying. But look, please know that there is a huge amount of emotion for her. Do you have a charm? Do you have something on the bracelet? That's exactly how she would have felt. Yeah, I feel it too. She's showing me something on a bracelet. Did you get a charm for her or something that represents her on a bracelet? Because she's showing me the wrist for some reason, or showing me a hand. It doesn't feel like she's showing me a ring. To me, it's something dangling from the wrist, or something to do with the wrist. So come back and let us know if that means anything to you. But please, darling, please know that you have all of her jewelry. Is there a bracelet? Because there's something important in there that she wants to see. I don't know if there's a bracelet that represents something from her or something that she gave you, but it's something that's important to you. Yes, you have bracelets. There's one in particular. There's something that's dangling from it. And she wants to see it. She wants to know that you and her are connected through this. I know you're connected anyway, but the strange thing is that when there's jewelry and when your hand goes to it, as you often do when you're wearing a piece of jewelry, it's like, with pearls or with whatever. When your hand goes to that really means that you're connecting there at that moment. So please don't be afraid to wear the stuff. I know you might be worried that you might lose it. Please don't. They're just things, but she would rather see you wear them than have them sit there. So, darling, she's giving you a great amount of love. And listen out for her, because I think that she does try and talk to you, but only in the sending messages realm. So to me, this is something that you hear through either the television or some sort of music. I don't know if it's visual, but it's something that you hear. No, it's something you hear and see. So please notice if there's an ad or if there's something on an ad or a particular TV show that reminds you of her, please know that when it comes on, yes, you've just kept them packed away. I can wear it now. Beautiful. Please know that whenever you see or hear this thing, she's around you. Plus, when you've got that bracelet on, she's around you as well. So take comfort in the fact that she will still be talking to you, but she does send enormous amounts of love, and she was racked with I guess guilt over not really guilt, but sadness over not having been able to communicate with you at the last moments there. But please know she loves you, darling. Okay. Next, Miss Eileen. Sorry, I just have to mop my brow and blow my nose. So I'm going to mute myself for 2 seconds.
Guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment. Well, obviously comment. If you haven't commented for a little while and we didn't get to you yet, don't be afraid to put it in again. But if you can also share, I really appreciate it. Because we've now got, 17, 18 people on. So,
okay. Please, Dad, come through for me. Okay. I don't know what I'm seeing here, but I'm seeing like accounting machinery. I don't know if he was some sort of mechanic or whether he worked with machinery or cleaning machinery or, typesetting or something like that. But what I'm hearing is a ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk of like an old press or an old typewriter. And I don't know why I'm hearing it so strongly via him. Yes, he was a mechanic and built houses. Okay. The mechanical, sometimes they'll just give me mechanical noises because then I can focus in on a profession. Okay, so yes, the mechanical stuff is very strong, but I'm also getting the typing stuff. Was there something that he'd written? Was there something that I'm just trying to focus in on it. I don't think there's a book that he kept for you. I don't think it's that. But there's something about typing. Did he? I don't know how old you are, Tali. You're looking pretty young there, so I don't think it was him who would have given you a typewriter. But was there a typewriter around the house there or something like that? Because I'm still getting that really keen sense of typing. Or was it that he couldn't type on a computer and was a hunter and pecker, which caused you to laugh because there's something I'm hearing about like bang, 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 bang. So I don't know. Come back and let us know, Tali. But the mechanic stuff I get very strongly from him. And to me, you have that same sort of ability, but not the building houses stuff. You have that same mechanical bent. So that could mean a whole lot of things. It's that sometimes I get this, not that you can think of, but both your parents owned a cafe. Could be an old-fashioned cash register. It could be, one of those old ching-ching, ding-ding machines. Did they own it for a long time? I don't know. He was bubbly and had a very big personality. Yes, absolutely, I can hear that. But what I'm getting is that around you, that there's the same sort of mechanical stuff. Now, as I said, this could be that you're really good with computers, or it can be that the mechanical stuff I get with people is people who are, I guess, there's an artistic. What is wrong with my language tonight? Honestly, there's some sort of artistic bent, and there's some that are very focused and very mechanical in how they do things. To me, this is what I get for you, and what I'm getting is the belief that you've got to persist with what you're doing. Okay, if you're struggling with either a job, it doesn't feel like a job. To me, it feels like some sort of you're very artistic and creative. Okay.
Why are you muted? You've muted your microphone.
How long ago did I do that? Did I come back on? Myself? Have I been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes?
No. You read I'm artistic and creative, and then you went, I don't want you to hear the next bit.
No, really. I'm serious. I had not touched anything. So let me tell you that's your father here. So I'm saying he's a clunker around machinery, or there's something that you don't want to hear because it's been muted. Now, I can tell you I did not move my hand anywhere near that to make that happen then. So if you don't want to hear that there's something in your life you've got to change, then thanks, Rebecca. Then you've got to open your ears and listen to it, because the time is up for you, Dal. I think that you've vacillated long enough over where you're going and what you're doing, and so the time is that you've got to put your head down. And I'm just going to flip a card for you. Okay. Look, this is interesting because what I've got here is about arguments and disagreements, conflicts and disagreements. If this is what you're having in the workplace at the moment, then the workplace is telling you that this is not the place you should be, okay? This is a horse and rider. What this is telling you is that there are messages coming to you, an unexpected visitor, and that can mean that there is something that's coming for you. It doesn't have to be a visitor. It can be, literally it can be a visitor. But you're pregnant with your first baby. Oh, my God, there's your unexpected visitor. Okay, all righty. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, congratulations. Look, the conflict and disagreements, is this like how you're going to work? Is it like, do you keep working, or do you build this thing, the family thing up? This is about communication. So it's saying you have to communicate with your partner about this. Okay, this is something that's coming up now, and it's really important to you. And can you see that properly, or is that flaring? There we go. That's probably a bit better. So please know that this is all about communication, and Dad's giving you a good push. Okay, I think that he knows the child already, and there will be some connection to him. So please don't worry that that he'll have never got to meet the child. He certainly has, and he will certainly be there around you at the birth. So please know that he's present with you, darling. Okay. Go out there and make those changes to do what you need to do. If it's leaving work, and then if there's something you're working on that you can do as a mum from home, whatever, then you need to start looking at that. Okay? Best of luck. Best of luck. Okay, who have we got next, Miss Darlene?
Awesome. I'm going to go to Christine. Is there anything coming through for me, please?
Christine, automatically from you, I get really... look, what I get here is a father figure for you. Now, I don't know if there's a father that's passed for you. To me, it feels a little bit further away, but not far enough to be a grandfather. To me, this is someone. Look, and they're speaking. They're certainly around. Someone around you. Look, I'll tell you what I'm feeling. Look. Oh, Christine, is there someone around the past by taking their own life? Because I've got someone here, and if it's not you, it's someone really close to who your name is. And to me, it feels like they took their own life by hanging, because I'm getting a very sharp, bad jolt in the neck. Either that, or someone who's had an accident and has the same sort of injury. But it's very strong, and it's to this side of the neck. And to me, it feels like a broken neck. So you've lost, Christine, you've lost two grandfathers in the past. Yeah, look, I feel that there's a father figure around you, one in particular who was closer, but I also feel this other man around you. And to me, it's somewhere uncle level. It may not be an uncle, but it's that sort of level that's at your parents' level. So it's someone older than you, some connection to you. But to me, this is someone who passed by taking their own life. So please let me know if this man is yours. You got no idea. But Hat, I know about no one that. Okay, all right. Look, as I said, it could be someone that was very close around you. So like, I'm just trying to find where Christine is. Rebecca, no, it's not you. Andrew Edmondson. Okay. Look, Andrew or Erin. To me, it feels like that this is someone who might be around you. If it's not Christine's. Christine, please know though that your grandfather is around, and to me, this feels like Mum's father, although he was close to Dad too. So I could have both grandpas jumping in here. But one in particular was very, very close for you. Andrew, yes, you were resonating. I'm glad to hear that. Nothing better than a bit of resonation. But what were you resonating, my darling? Please let us know. There's nothing like a good resonation on a Thursday evening. Look, although, Andrew, I do feel that this is someone perhaps around you. As I said before, I do have this man with me very strongly, and it's someone who's passed by taking their own life or has broken their neck in some sort of fall, but not your uncle. More so someone who would be on the same level as an uncle as me. Okay. All right. Look, I don't know. I don't quite know what that means. It's uncle. When I say uncle level, yes, that's right. It's not actually an uncle, but it's someone removed to you and to your side, if that makes a bit more sense. So, but slightly older than you, not in the same generation. So it's a different sort of generation. So this bloke isn't going away. So please, anyone, if you've got this fellow out here, he's quite desperate to get through. So let me know. Let me know if that's you'd share the same nephews. Yes, if I don't know. It's someone who's passed by taking their own life, and they're in my ear and at me at the moment because we can't find them. Oh, sorry, Erin, I've just passed you. My mum's cousin hung himself about 15 years ago. Okay, that's kind of what I mean. That's to your side. Sorry, okay, where were we before that? We were with the oh my God, Erin is just under Andrew right there. Okay, sorry, Andrew. Love that you're resonating. Let me know, Andrew, if there's anything we can come back and tell you how to resonate. Or actually, while you're here, let's have a look at how you're resonating. Let's have a look at a couple. And I've had 3 cards plop out here as soon as I picked up. The first card is about challenges. If you're feeling a bit blocked at the moment, please notice that the card is or the mountain is upside down. So what it's saying to you is that this is a blockage. This is not something that you can't get over. Okay, so it's just a challenge. So whatever is surrounding you at the moment, know that you can get past it, all right? I get the mouse with it, which is worry and anxiety. Now, this can sometimes relate to a loss of self-worth. So, you know, if you're looking to move on from a job and think, oh, shit, you know, I can't do that, what, give it a crack. I'm just saying, put it out there, apply for that thing that you're not sure about, because what we've got here is the snake, and what he's about is being slippery and seductive, but also tangled. So what that is saying to you is that there's something seductive out there luring you. Don't feel that you can't do it. Just get in there and go for it, because I think it's really calling to you, okay? I'm just going to do a shadow card for you. Okay, it's the cross. This is about endings. So whatever you're doing now is going to end soon. There's something new coming for you. So be prepared for it. Go hard if you think that's for you. And like, as I said, don't worry that you might not be qualified for it. Use the current qualifications that you have to carry you over and make the best argument you have. So it's about getting your self-possession back into order and you selling yourself, okay? So good luck, Andrew. I hope it goes well for you. Now, I'm sorry we were back up there. Back up. Erin, yes, and you were right under Andrew. So sometimes that happens. It's crazy. When I've got an audience, I'll often find that these people are like sitting next to each other that have this link, or I'm drawn to someone for some reason because the person that is there needs to come through. The family always saying that I look like his dad, my mother's uncle. We're both darker skin, unlike anyone else in the family. This is probably why he's around you. I don't know whether you know or knew him well, but there was certainly a connection there, and that's what I'm getting here from you now. So please know that he was super determined to come through. I mean, he was really doing this for a long time until we could find the right person. And sometimes they do that. They'll make me jump until we get there. And they don't let go of me until we do it, because he's been in my ear banging on all the time. So, yes, there's a connection. There's a very close link there. And please know that he's around you. Sorry, look, have you got itchy skin at the moment? I don't know whether you've got some sort of allergy. You did as a child. Okay. But I'm getting these itches. Sorry? You've frozen.
That was from before.
What was before?
I did as a child was from before. I think was the talking about being close to him or something.
Yeah, and that's fine. This is why there's a connection there between the two of you. But look, I'm getting itches. I don't know what it is, whether you've like come out in some sort of rash or yes, you're so itchy. Oh my God. I don't know what it is, but please know that I'm feeling it. He's giving it to me. So what we're doing is he's giving you a validation that he's around you and seeing what you're doing. Look, I'm just going to say this. Have you changed washing powders or something recently? I don't think it's anything that's bitten you. I tried a washing powder I have a regular washing powder that I love, and everyone kept saying, "Oh my God, the washing powder from Aldi is sensational." So I gave it a try, and I scratched myself to death with it. So it was just like, nah, can't use this. So to me, it's something like that. There's something going on that you've got to like get rid of because it's really annoying your skin. Sorry, I've just got to blow my nose again. Okay, so they're rashes. All right. Look, it's brought on by something. So it's something that you're wearing or something that you've come in contact with. And to me, again, it feels like something that has been, put onto your clothes or something. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it feels really clothes related. So I don't know if you've been wearing something new that has a fabric that you can't cop. But it's a matter of absolutely recognizing when you're wearing this stuff, when you get the itches, and you've got to walk away from it. Please know that he's around you, though, because he was like, your mum talks about him a lot. Please let your mum know that he's safe and he's around, and that he's very closely around you. I see the color yellow very strongly around your mother too. Does that resonate with you for some particular reason? Oh, you had a different washing powder recently. Hello, baby. Get rid of it. Go back to your regular washing powder. This is why they make me tell these embarrassing stories, okay? So, yeah, get rid of it. Go back to your other washing powder. Too funny. All right, so he's around you. Please know that, okay? Please let your mum know that he's around and he's safe. And whatever that was going on in his life before is now well and truly past. And it was on sale. I hear you, Erin. I hear you. We're thrifty women, but some days you've got to learn that there's just some things that you cannot. To me, it's toilet paper and tissues. There is absolutely no compromising unless COVIDiots like buy all the dunny paper in the shop. Give me your aloe vera tissue any day. The rest of them can go to hell, especially scratchy ass toilet paper. No, look, life's too short. So, get rid of it. Don't worry that it's on sale. Go out and get the thing that's best for you. All right. Please let your mum know that he's around, and that there's a very, very strong nurture around him as well. Look, Erin, I hate to say this, but have you been thinking about babies? Because there's definitely, he's telling me, I don't know if there's twins in your family, but he's definitely saying that there's two for you. So if you've been thinking about something like that recently, sorry, dogs have just gone off again. That was a siren again. There's an ambulance station on Victoria Road, not far from where I am. So Dexter. Like, no wonder I called him after a serial killer, right? That's enough, Dex. Sorry. Okay, let's move on from my issues. You've lost 2 over the years. What have you lost? What were we just?
Babies.
Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Thanks, darling. Please know that he has the 2 babies with him then, because he's definitely talking about 2. All right. So please know that they're in your family with you, and that that you also have 2. Okay. The 2 number is very strong. And it often, when you get a number comes up, it often has a couple of meanings. So please know that there are 2 with him. And obviously, if you're looking after the 2, you have another 2 with you, then he is looking after all of the family, all right? And I feel he's really close to them, particularly one of the children. And to me, it feels like the youngest one. And I don't know if there's a connection there through your youngest child to him. But if this one, to me, this feels like if this one's I don't know how young it is either. But there is I get a verbal connection there between the 2 of them. So I don't know if your youngest child is, tell me, is the youngest one a boy? Because I'm feeling a very male energy. If it's not, this is a kid that's a real go-getter. That's like, no holds barred. Yes, your son. Okay. Look, he's very connected to your son. there's something that he either by name or by personality that is very similar to him. So he's very strongly connected there. Please know it is around you, darling. Please send the message on to your mum that he is around, and there's lots of love coming from you too. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, I've got to blow again with silence. So you pick one and I'll mute.
That's all right. That's all right. This is a scrolling song. Christine asked a question.
He's 5 and a real character. I don't doubt it, Erin. I don't doubt it at all, because I get that sort of thing very strongly from your uncle as well. Okay, and a little bit of a practical joker. He's 5. Actually, what I get is the sense that they talked a lot. So if your son was a real talker earlier on, and it doesn't have to be words that made any sense, please know that the two of them used to converse. All right, he's definitely talking to family, your young one, and I think that there's a little bit of a spirit connection there in that kid. All right, so pay attention to him, and even though he's not ready for anything now, I think that there may be some future needs that come up with regards to him, and maybe learning a little bit more about this kind of business, because I think he'll feel it very strongly. There's a strong empathic feel that I get from him. Okay, Christine, what about babies in the family? Will anyone in the family have babies? Oh, geez. Now, you're not only talking about your family, like your tight family, you're talking about is there an older sister for you that lost a child? Because what I'm getting here, and I'm getting that someone lost a baby in really tough circumstances. That there was something that went very wrong. I don't feel like it was injured intentionally. I don't feel like there was any malice or anything there, but what I feel is catastrophic. So there was, to me, I've felt that there's someone who's had a catastrophic failure there. But this doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen. I'm getting the numbers 2 and 3. Christina, look, if you're trying to get pregnant now, I'm just going to say to you, okay, your sister had a baby 2000, but pre-eclampsia, baby all good. Okay, all right. That could be the pain that I'm feeling. That's really like almost like it had to be ripped out, or something was being ripped out. And if that has caused issues, but there's definitely a 2 and a 3. So there is one I'm feeling very closely around you now. So I don't know if you're trying to have a child now, but there is a very strong sense that something is going on right now. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if something comes up here about it as well. I get that there's a lot of stress involved in this. Okay. All right. Look, what I'm feeling with this is, this is the book again. So this tells me that there's been some issues with somebody, and that, oops, I'm just trying to, I don't know if anyone can see that yet. There we go. There's issues here. And what this means is that you need to learn everything about it so this thing doesn't happen again. So it's saying to you, learn from the past, okay, and learn it strongly, okay, because if you're being told you need to do this, then that's what you need to do, because I'm hearing 2 very strongly, and I'm hearing 3 very strongly, and they're both separate. So there's 2 for someone and 3 for someone else. What I'm hearing here, this is the goldfish. This is about abundance. So there is abundance coming very quickly, and this is the birds. The birds is about pairing. Okay, so it's saying to you, there's pairing up going on here. There's something going on here.
Oh, wow. She just got bummed out. Technology's playing funny games with her tonight, isn't it? Let's see how long it takes for her to come back. So, oh, it's been a fun night. Do you remember the other week when I had Melanie from Sunflowers and me? Oh my gosh, guys. One of the times that we tried to connect on StreamYard. Come back. Oh, Dika. One of the times with Melanie, I couldn't hear her. And then another time we connected on StreamYard, she couldn't hear me. And that's why we went to Zoom. She had no camera, but at least we could hear her. With Terri tonight, her light globe blew just before we were supposed to go live. And so we were making it happen. And I just threw a card on the floor. Most of my cards are actually out in the other room because I was going out to a reading today. My lights are flickering behind me. Ooh. Cool. Let's see if she can get back in. All right. I was shuffling. I've got the Universe Has Your Back deck. I used these in a live feed last week in a group with approximately 450,000. Were you here on Tuesday night, Andrew? Because if you were here on Tuesday night, I showed them all. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Now, I was literally, she's back. She's back. I was literally in the process of writing something today about the way to change your life is to change your mind.
Perfect. So was that for Christine?
Come back.
Christine,
that was for anyone. I shuffled it, jumped out.
Perfect. Sorry about that. I have had connectivity issues all day here at house. Most of my internet and my cable have been out all day. So I don't know whether that bleep was at your end. Probably not, seeing as you're still talking. But it threw me out and then wouldn't let me back in, telling me there was no internet, even though everything else was connected. So there's someone going on there, Christine. Just saying, there is something happening in there. And if you're too stubborn to be told, then I'm just hearing that, this is a big, a big come to Jesus moment. So please look, there are people around you, and if it's the stubbornness and you won't hear it, then they send messages. Please know they send messages through electronic means. And if that's what we were talking about and this is something you don't want to hear, then I'm sorry, but you've got to hear it. You've got to listen to it, because whoever is passing these messages through has pulled the switch then and gone, I'm so over talking to you about it. So there's a lot of stubbornness in your family. To me, this feels like a grandmother and someone related to your mum. So I don't know if it's your mother's mother that's passed, but there's some very, very strong people in your family. So please listen. Okay, that's all I'm going to say to you. You've got to listen. You've got to find out everything you can, and you've got to listen. Oh, your mum with the lights. Yeah, don't wonder, Rebecca. They do it all the time. TVs, music, anything they can get to, they'll manipulate. All righty. Christine, good luck. There are babies there, but know that you've got to do the work. They won't just come to you, okay? Sorry, that's the way with some. It's a bit of hard work. Okay, let's move it along. We've only got about 7 more minutes. Who else can we do? Oh, Christine is saying, oh, my God, that's so true. I am stubborn. Okay, lovely. Know that they'll pull the plug on you. So, wake up, okay? Get out there and do what you've got to do. Because it's a while since we've received such a strong message like that. So this is the start of something new. So wake up and get out there and do it. Okay, Christine, yes, your mum passed 2 years ago. Okay, please know that it's her then. I'm giving you the old nagging. And it's like, you're not listening, I'm closing the door. Okay, so listen to mum, darling, all right? She's still nagging you from the other side of the spiritual fence, all right? And know that she always will. And if you can feel her around doing it, Don't ignore it like you think I think you might, because she's there. And she'll make things happen. She'll make lights switch on and off. She'll make doorbells go on and off. She'll do the same with the TV and all that kind of stuff. You'll keep seeing these things now that you know, and don't ignore them. Don't keep ignoring them because she'll keep doing them. All right? Brianne, you would love an opportunity to see if someone comes through for you. Okay, let's just have a look here.
Yeah, Terri is pretty cool, Andrew.
Oh, hey, thanks, Andrew. Oh, now, Brianne, while I'm shuffling and thinking for you, there is a little card that's popped out, and that's the little fox. So he's about looking after yourself. So please know that your message is that you need to look after yourself a little bit more, and you need to be the opportunist. Okay, again, like the fellow I was talking to earlier in the night, whether it was a fellow or a chap or a chapette, I can't remember. But this is a case of you pushing for the opportunity. So it's the yin rather than the yang. Okay, the information you will see, and it's about you pushing forward. So you've got to push. Okay, this is the time for a bit of a fight, and it's on, and you can do it. As I keep saying, when we have these things, last year was a come to Jesus moment for everybody, and it's like the year that Princess Diana died. That was a year everybody got to grieve for free. You know, everybody got to release those really pent up emotions. That's the same as last year. And what we've got going on now is that there is like freedom and opportunity happening. So, Brianne, if you've been pent up and closed up as we have, particularly around you, though, interestingly, with you, though, I get a strong father energy around you. Sorry, another smoker. I'm getting another smoker. And this is, it might not be a father, but it's someone who you respected, but it's that sort of level. And I'm seeing a beehive. I don't know why I'm seeing a beehive, but there's definitely a beehive there for you. Now, the bees can actually mean different things. It can be industry, so it can say to you that work hard, because the bees are the hardest working creatures on the planet, you know, and they make honey out of like their butts. So, you know, this is the time for you to make honey out of your butt. So take advantage, because this is honey time for you, darling. So it's.
She's gone again. And she's gone again. Isn't this fun? Technology. We were almost there too, hey. We only had like 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes, but that's okay. Oh, Rebecca, you're gorgeous. You know, at the start, I wanted to wait till, here she is. She bounced back straight away this time.
Hard for a chat too. Either that, or it's just, you know, Rebecca's going, oops. Yes, it may still be your stubborn people around, or your stubborn mum around. Yes. So look. Sorry, it's happened twice in one meeting or one thing. I'm not surprised. But this is a father figure I'm feeling around you, Brianne. Someone strong like that. I'm getting a strong teacher bent as well. So it's someone from who your brother passed and looked out for me. But okay, all right. As I said, I didn't feel it was a father figure or a father, but a father figure. So if this is him looking after you, that's how he comes across. Really protective, super protective. That's why I felt it was a father, you know, someone very fatherly around you. And you just rolled into Unity and managing a fruit shop full-time. Oh, shop full-time, not a fruit shop. I don't know why I said fruit shop. So you class yourself as a bee. Wow, beautiful. Okay. And they're saying this, but look, what they're showing me by the beehive is that you can do anything, my darling. You can do anything. Please know that you have your brother's full imprimatur on that. He knows that you can achieve more than you have. Do not listen to anyone who tells you that look at her, she's jumped up and thinks she can do. Yeah, you can. Don't listen to anyone who tells you that you should be a shop manager, because there's much more for you. So stretch, okay? Stretch yourself, push hard. Again, what I'm getting from you is the whole sense that there's a lunge forward that you will do this year. So keep studying, darling. Please know that he's around you and very protective as a father figure. So he's really sort of carrying you through this, pushing you through this. Well done to you, you little worker. Keep going. And, it's like this is a time when you still have enough energy to be able to do all that. So keep doing it for as long as you have to. But know that whatever you're studying now, that's the place you need to be, darling. Okay? So go hard. Go for it. Okay? Because this year you'll start to see there's positive changes. Okay? Go hard, my girl. Know that your brother's around you and there's a great deal of love there. So we've probably got time for one more.
Can we do two?
So, Miss Eileen, is there anyone jumping out to you, or should I pick?
There's two jumping out, but if you want to jump in.
Andrew Edmondson, I don't think ever things are really going. Oh, your tech can go back to normal. Heaven forbid. As I said, I've had outages all day today, so I'm not surprised that this sort of stuff's happening tonight. Can you borrow my fan? Yes, you can. Just hang on. There you go. Oh, wrong side. There you go. I always carry my own AC with me. Sorry? It's got elephants. My sister brought this one back from Thailand. Yes, please know that. Sorry?
Now I've got a collection of them in Japan.
Oh, really? Lovely. I've got them from all over the place
for 3.5 years.
Sorry?
Nice. I lived in Japan.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, we're always learning here. Okay, you pick one now. You pick one. Oh, I've got someone here who's really trying to get through because my nose is itching like bejesus. And when they get to my nose, it's because I've been ignoring them. So bothering me.
I'll tell you what, it was between this one and Bianca, who wanted to hear from Auntie Carol or
oh my God, you can't believe you just said that. To me, I was just going to say that this is someone at mother level, auntie level. It's not a mother, but it's someone real close. So please know, who was that for?
Bianca.
Bianca, we'll be back to you in just a sec because she's around. I can't believe they're yet. Yes, she's there. And she's the one that was doing, when I ignore them for long enough, they get to my nose, because if my hand's in front of my face, I'm looking at my hand and going, what the hell's going on here? Because my nose isn't itchy, but they'll make me do this because I'm seeing it and I'll go, okay, someone's there bugging me. And yes, she is. Corinne, you're waiting for an answer on an important decision. Will it be positive and will it be soon? I'm going to flip a card for you. Okay, because I feel that this is card territory. But I must say, feeling very positive for you. I've got nothing jumping out at the moment. Nothing's popping. So let's have a look. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely. This is communication. So if you haven't heard, you keep pushing. Okay. Push for an answer. But this is all about communication. And this is saying to me that something is coming to you, because this is about networking. This is about, it could be communication with a partner. I don't know what kind of decision you're after, but this is an important decision and it is coming to you. So it's saying to you, this is all about the talk. So you've got to keep the talk happening, all right? Now, there's the stars. So what this is saying to you is that even though you don't know whether this decision will pull you onto the right path, it is absolutely the right path. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with the path that you're on, but you'll come to a fork in the road, and that's where I feel you are. And it's saying to you, there is another road opening up for you. It's your decision whether you take this or not. Yes, it will be positive, and yes, I feel it's soon, because here we've got is a gift or a pleasant proposal. Now, the thing representing that is a flower, and what the flowers represent, obviously, is growth. So flowering and blooming. So, yes, this is hugely positive. So something very good is coming for you, and it's coming soon. Okay, and I would say within the next month or so, definitely. But please keep an eye out for it. If you haven't heard anything, then you chase on it, all right? Because it's all about the communication. Okay, good luck with that. Now, sorry, can we go back to Auntie Carol? Goodness me, she's a strong one, Bianca. I do have a Nana there, and she's saying Nana very definitively, not Nan. So if you have a couple there, please know that this is the Nana, or the one who had a different name than Nan. Okay, she wasn't called Nan. This is a Nana or something like that. Andrew, you're jealous. Come back next time, baby, and we'll read for you. Or I might, Andrew, I'm going to flip
it's about Japan.
Oh, jealous. Okay, beautiful.
JP, Japan.
Okay.
Because I lived in Japan.
Bianca's saying yes, I do. What? Yes, you do. I don't know what she said. Oh, okay. So whichever was the Nana, she's there very strongly, and I get a real sense of connection to the kitchen for her. Not just like every Nana makes stuff like is always at the pot of tea, but I get a connection to her to like Nana. Okay, please know that it's her, darling. Please know that it's her. There's a real strong connection to the kitchen from her. I don't know whether you have a cookbook or something that was hers in the kitchen, but it's a sense of connection there I get from her to you. And strangely, a really strong connection that almost bypasses your mum, because there was something always special about you to her. I don't know if you're named for her in some respect, but what I'm getting is a line being drawn between you and her. So there's a very okay. Messages from her sister. Look, with your Auntie Carol, you've just brought her up again. Please know that Nana's around and there's a huge amount of love there. But she's showing me the kitchen and there's whatever in the kitchen. Your Nan picked your name. Okay, there's that strong connection. The name connection. I felt it. Look, she's still showing me a kitchen something or other, so I don't know what it is. But if it's you being in the kitchen and that was something that she loved, then there's some strong connection with the kitchen. So please know that she's there when you're doing this same thing as her. I don't know if it's a scone recipe or something that you're making, but there is something very strong there. Aunt Carol, she was pushing through. She was really strong. So please know how strong her spirit is. And strangely, I'm getting something around really strong around the stomach for her. So I don't know what this was, sickness or some sort of, I feel a poisoning of some sort. I don't know whether it was her blood. There was something wrong with her blood. But there's this really strong pains here and in the small of my back. So I don't quite know what's gone on there. But it feels very unpleasant, and I want you to know that you don't know what caused her to die. Yeah, look, this is really this is debilitating. This that I'm feeling here, something went terribly wrong something, and it's like something burst or something was poisoned. Whether it's something inside that poisoned the blood or something like that. But look, she's really strong, and she's showing. I don't know why she's. I'm seeing like a white picket fence. That's a bit of a cliche, but she's also showing me a horse. I don't know if this has anything to do with you or her, and it's not related to jumping. I'm not getting any jumping or anything like that going on. Sunday is really important. I don't know what the Sunday connection with you is. And I don't know if it's this Sunday coming up, but she's saying Sunday. So I don't know if it was because she passed on a Sunday or if her date is coming up when she passed. But she's very strongly around. Look, you don't work for the railways, do you? I'm seeing railway tracks again. I don't know whether this is something to do with you, whether you're traveling or whether there's a train trip ahead for you. No, you're not seeing, you don't know what that means. Okay, look, again, this could be someone, I think I'm doing a leap here to somebody else because I've got someone else here who's got a really crook in the gut and what I feel is train tracks or a train journey involved with it. Does anyone have a nana who passed that can relate to those two things in particular? Really crook in the guts here. Again, this could be something that, something that don't feel like it's something exploded for her, but it's something that went really bad here. Her sister Kim would love a message. Look, I'm getting a move message from her. So I don't know whether Auntie Kim has been thinking about moving or if there's a house that she's got to sell, but the message is to move, to get up and go. Okay, there's action. What I'm getting is an action message. Oh, Rebecca, oh my gosh, it's back to you. Look, and I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry, Bianca. Please know that her sister is around her. And I'm getting that message that she's got to go. She's got to move. I don't know where she's got to move, whether it's houses or whatever that she's got to sell and move, but the message is strong that she wants to move. She's also very close around her too. And I'm seeing a rose of some sort. I don't know whether there was a rose planted because of her sister or that there was a particular kind of rose that she loved. Sorry, I'm really getting that pain again now, very, very badly. Rebecca, I think that's with you back. Sorry. There's other people pushing to get through. They know that like the time's up. It's well and truly up. And they're really like pushing me to get in. Bianca, please know that just tell your sister, your auntie that they've got to move. Look, I believe that she's around her, especially in the garden. There's something about that. So please, if there's that rose connection again that I'm seeing, and to me it's a kind of a yellow rose. Do you know the meanings of colours of roses, Eileen?
No, I don't.
No, I don't either.
But I can Google like nobody's business.
Google away. I'll do one more. Rebecca, sorry, the trains and the blood cancer. What is that with you? Who was this to you? And what does the trains mean? Because it's really strong visually. It's really strong. Yellow is friendship. Thank you, Deeqa. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from your auntie to her sister. She's showing that yellow rose. So she's always around her as a friend. Okay. Rebecca, this is your nan. Okay, we had some nanas in before. So look, I'm just going to say to her, or say to you, there's some sort of connection there. I don't know. You think you're doing the GAN? Because it's like she's showing me her daughter, my aunt. I don't know what that means. Oh, your aunt. Okay, right. No, that makes sense. Okay, sorry, Rebecca. Yeah, the friendship thing there. And that's important, important for you too. Okay, yeah, to me that, it was on the GAN. Oh, the GAN. I don't know what the connection is. I don't know what the connection to the GAN is to you, but that's what I'm saying. Or whether it's a trip that you want to do, but so you should. It's like you got to do this.
Do it.
And if she went on that trip and you didn't get, and then then do it. And if it's just that you've been thinking of it recently, then go for it. Okay, go for it because it's like this is what you're meant to be saying. Okay, this is what you're meant to be saying. Okay, I've got one more. Let's do one more and we'll call it a wrap it in 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so. So it makes sense. Good, Rebecca. Go hard, mate. Go enjoy that train trip. Okay. Have you got one?
The GAN is brilliant.
I haven't been on it. I'd love to. I'd love to.
I've been on the GAN and I've been on the Indian Pacific.
I haven't been in either. I'd really like to do one. I'd just like to read books all day and stare out the window,
Oh, okay. It's an amazing trip. Did you get someone?
Sorry? You've frozen
Tammy.
on me. Oh, what was that? Tammy, you'd like a reading about my adult children and if past loved ones have any messages for you. Look, I'm getting this attack of the burps. I'm so sorry, but this has got something to do with one of your people. So this is someone who had some really bad reflux. Something going on here in the gastrointestinal tract, because this is like, you know, I can't stop. I can't stop the burps happening at the moment.
Oh, Dika.
Yeah, we're all meeting the mans of our dream tomorrow, mate. Sorry for the lateness. No worries. Look, Tammy. Again, I get this person, and I don't know whether it was a cancer of the esophageal tract or something like that. But what I get is that there was this this awful sort of regurgitation thing, or this what do you call reflux? Not regurgitation, reflux thing that's gone on with this person. Look, sorry, to me, this is a grandfather. This is definitely a grandfather, and he'd had enough. He said, "I've just had enough. I had enough." So I don't know who this is related to. To me, it feels a bit closer to mum. But this old boy had had enough, and he decided, like, that's my time's done. And he makes absolutely no peas or buts or whatever about that. He's totally at peace with his decision, and happy to have moved on, but still around. Still around. So I see a connection with this person, with your grandfather, to the Central Coast. I don't know what the connection is there, but I'm seeing my great-grandparents used to have a farm up there, and that's the sort of thing I'm seeing from him. So I don't know what the connection there is to him. But let me see about your adult children. There's one I feel that is going through some issues at the moment, because this is about cloudy thinking. Okay, so they're saying there's confusion going on here. If this is a way to move forward, sorry, this is from this person. What I've got here, though, is the trees, and the trees are upside down. So what they're saying is that this worry is unfounded. Okay, so it's ungrounded. So please, it's about slow and steady growth. There's nothing that's going to happen overnight. And to me, it feels like there's one of them that you worry about more than the others. And this is this one. And I feel that they want to run before they can walk. So this is a matter of, like, slow down, tiger. You know, you've got to take your time. This is all about support structures. This is about the family at home. So is there one of them still living with you? And if so, they might be stuck with you for a while. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, because they're a little bit lost. And there's something that's got to happen first. They've got to accept that they need to make an adult choice about where they're going, and make the changes themselves, that you and your husband can't make that for them. All right. So it's really about them moving on under their own steam. Okay. There is something coming along, and there's a new beginning, a new opportunity. I've seen they've got two cards here about opportunity, and one card about information coming in. So if they're waiting to hear some good news, if one of them's waiting to hear some good news, there's something coming in very, very soon. All righty. Okay, well, we're about, 20 minutes over, but, let's say we'll take out several minutes for blackouts because of people's stubborn natures. And, and we'll
hey,
go.
you know how you said when people come through for you, it's like Ghost, the movie Ghost, with them all in a room.
Yeah.
I had a funny one a few months ago. I was doing the phone reading, and I just started rocking in my chair.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone to this lady talking about her mum who had passed recently. I've gone, who's got the rocking chair? And she went, it's sitting right behind me, actually. It's a family heirloom. I've gone, done.
No,
Your
I've
mum's
had the same thing happen to me. Yeah. And I had
the
this,
weirdest.
I found myself, and it's interesting that you say that, because when this happens, sometimes your hand will go straight to the place first before you even know what's coming through your head. Like my hands might go to my gut or straight to my head or something like that. And it's always, and the rocking thing, yes, I had a rocking chair as well. And this lady particularly died in her rocking chair. So yes, I get the same thing. So, yeah, and like everyone else, please, you all get messages. So it's a matter of listening in for what the messages are. We say this all the time. The mediumship stuff's really weird because when you stand up on stage, you can't listen with your smart brain, and you've got to listen to those crazy things that come in. Like, Eileen, was it with you? And we were talking about the carrots, and I said, like, what does carrots mean? And the lady came back and said, I'm sitting here feeding my dog carrots now. See, it's crazy things like that. And just allow yourself to say it. Well, Rebecca, I think you can. She's just saying, I wish I could do what you guys do. You can. It's a matter of like listening to the messages. When it started coming through for me, I used to make notes in a little notebook and think, okay, what does that mean? So like I've got a patch on the top of my head under my ponytail. And when that fires up for me, I know that I've got someone who's either taken their own life or they've lost their life by their own hand. And what I mean by that is through drugs or alcohol or, dangerous living, like, a car accident that was their fault or something like that. So you remember the carrot decoy? Yeah, that was hilarious. So please know that you do all get messages. It's just, like they could be really strong messages like, Terri, I'm taking you off air because she's not listening. It's stuff like that, and believe that it's happening. The dog barking, yes, because Nana was here nagging me. Absolutely. Yep. So notice your skin. If you get skin bumps, what are they called? Goosebumps. That's a classic sign that there's people around you. There goes the nose again. That is another sign. So pay attention to that. Write the stuff down that happens to you because you'll start to see a pattern then, and that's what happened with me. I started to see the patterns, like this crazy thing on top of my head, because I said to a medium friend of mine, like, she was my mentor, and I said, how do you see people that have taken their own lives? And she said, I see a picture of them, and then they turn their head to the side. So it's like everybody. Say again, darling?
I get pain in the back of my head.
See, yeah, okay. So it's like, sorry, you're doing the Japanese movie thing again.
First one that ever came through for me was someone who had hanged themselves.
Yeah.
And so every time now when it's someone who's taken their own life, it's that pain first. And I go, now it may not have been that that's how they did it, but I'm telling you that there's someone in your life who has taken their own life, and they're here with you right now.
Yes, I think that skin bumps are better too than goosebumps. So you also what? Sorry, I just cut you off there, darling, because like you're doing the Japanese movie thing again. Like you're frozen, and then you'll come on and your words have already spoken, and then your mouth's doing that. Oh, you're back to me in real time now. Okay. See, weird things are going on electronically tonight, people. Classic signs that there are people around effing with what we're doing. So please know that you've all got someone strong around you. So listen in for them. You'll eventually find them, or they'll find you. So pay attention to the signs. And they could be smell, they could be something you taste, they could be a movie that you see that reminds you of something, or something that you hear, or, look, there goes the nose again, or, a particularly strong color or a flower. Sometimes I smell cigarette smoke about people, or, sometimes it's an old aftershave, something like that. If it's perfume or an aftershave and you get a whiff of it, and there's no one around, know that it's someone that you're attached to, and hang on to that and listen to what's going on in your crazy head.
Yeah, for sure. And if you are interested in psychic development stuff, come join the Love Angels Light supporter group. It's $10.97 per month, and you get free access to rooms through the week when I do the Zoom stuff. There's so much stuff that goes into that supporter group, and we touch on all of that. Like,
who knew I was giving you the perfect segue for that? See, we're a team, darling. We're a team.
No.
All right, my
See
lovely.
you later.
Thank
All right,
you,
we've got to go
everyone, for
tomorrow
sharing
night.
your
I
people.
have the beautiful Mystique. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Terri. You have been amazing as usual.
Sorry about the lighting, folks. I promise I'll get one of those halo lights like she said. Haven't you got one of those yet? No, I haven't. But I'm going to get one. I promise. I know. But I'm so busy.
Everyone have a
I'm
good
so
night.
busy.
We'll see you tomorrow. Right? We'll see you tomorrow, guys. I will probably be live in the morning, but we also have Mystique tomorrow night. Next week we have awesome things happening, and check in because we've got that's the best I've got. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Then that's good enough, lovey. Bye.